Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for attending our webinar on the 10 features to help you to get more out of CardBoard. Today, we're going to talk about several features that will help you become a CardBoard pro. So let's go ahead and get started and take a look at a new feature that we just released about a week ago. So this is the new My Boards view. As you can see, we have folders now that allow you to organize your boards in a way that makes it easier to find them. So to create a new folder, as you see here, you just simply click on the new folder button and you give it a new name. And now it creates a new folder for you. And you can simply just drag and drop items into the folder just like this. And that will put it in the folder. Another thing we added was a list view. So if you don't want to view your cards in a grid, there's a nice list for you to view your boards. Another feature is the search feature up here. So if you can't remember where the board is, but you know it had the name Uber in it, you just simply type Uber. And here it brings up all the matches for Uber. Another new feature that we've added is favorites. So you can add a favorite by just simply clicking the star right here, either in the grid view or list view, and that will add it to your favorites list. So the favorites concept is there for those boards that you use quite often. So simply just use the star and that'll add it to your favorites. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Kanban board, which is one of our templates in CardBoard. And another recent feature is the Assign To feature. And when you assign a card to someone, you'll see a nice little avatar of who it's assigned to here in the lower right-hand corner of the card. So to assign a card to someone, you just simply open it and go to the Assign To field. And here you can select who you want to assign this board to. So we'll assign it to Kevin. And now the avatar updates. So this is a really good feature for keeping track of who's responsible for which card on the board. So feel free to start using the Assign To feature. Another feature that we have that a lot of people ask us for is, I really want to link to another board. So how do I go about doing that? Well, it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to go to another board and go into my webinar. And let's take a look at this particular persona right here. I'm going to go ahead and copy the URL and go back to the board. So in my Kanban example, I'm going to add a link to that template. And I can use the free text right here, drag it on. Then I'm just going to copy that URL right there. Now I can just hover over the link, click on it, and it's going to open a brand new tab and takes me to that board. So this is a great way to add traceability between two boards or multiple boards for that matter. You can also add links in free text. So for example, I'm just going to add a link to Google. And now we have a link in our card to Google. So if I click on that, it simply just brings up the Google search engine. So CardBoard supports a myriad of different templates. To view all the templates that we do support, simply click on here and create new board. We do a lot more than just user story mapping, and we're going to continue to grow our templates as time goes on. So a couple of cool templates right here are the Opportunity Canvas and Business Model Canvas. These are really two good templates to start before you start user story mapping. So take a look at those two. Another new one we've added is the Empathy Map. I'll go ahead and show you an example of that. So this is a empathy map for Hannah the Hungry Professional, and this is for a food delivery app, similar to something like Grubhub or DoorDash. And now we just simply drag cards onto the board to better understand Hannah the Hungry Professional. we simply just drag cards onto the board to better understand Hannah the Hungry Professional. Down here, we can document pains that she has and what gains that she can take away from this application. So yeah, check out the templates. We offer several, and we'll be offering several more. So what if there's a template out there that you want to use, but CardBoard doesn't support it yet? Well, you can do that too. And you can do that by using our background features. So you can do that by adding background images. So let's do an example of a Venn diagram. Let's say that you wanted to do a Venn diagram. Just simply go to the web and find the picture of something that you want to use as your template. Go ahead and drag a background image onto the board. So here you can see I have a Venn diagram. And now I have this on my board. I'm going to resize it a little bit, make it a little bit smaller. And now I can drag and drop cards onto my Venn diagram. So if there's a template out there that you want to see, feel free to email us at support@cardboardit.com. And we'll take a look at it and see if we can incorporate it in the product. But your feedback is really important on what we build next. So another thing you can do is use our keyboard shortcuts to work faster. So once you get comfortable using our product, we offer several keyboard shortcuts to help you work faster. So let's go ahead into this ride share board. And to simply bring up the keyboard shortcuts, you just type question mark on the board. And here you can see we have some very standard keyboard shortcuts like Control-C or Command on a Mac, Control-V to paste the card, Control-O to open a card, the arrow keys to move around. And I'll go ahead and show you a couple of these and what it looks like. So go back here and I click on a card. I'm using my arrow keys to simply move around the board. Then I can use something like Control-O to open the card really quickly, Escape to get rid of it. I can even move cards around by simply holding the Alt key and then my arrow keys to move the card somewhere else on the board. I can even change the color by holding the Shift key and going through the arrow keys also. Yeah, once you get comfortable with the product, check out our keyboard shortcuts to even work faster. Another thing you can do is adjust the font size on the card. So if you want to fit more text on your cards, you can change the font size so that you can see a lot more. So I'll go ahead and show you how to do that. Click the board settings icon right here and go to the card font size. And here we're going to change it down to 7 so we can fit more content on the card. We'll go back to the board. And here you can see that the font size has shrinked dramatically, which allows you to put more content on the card. So personally, I like my text a little bit bigger so I can really make it very visual. So I'm going to go ahead and change it back to my preferred size of 10 point. And here you can see that the font size is a lot bigger and easier to read. So another feature of CardBoard is the ability to share this board with anyone. And let's say that the person you want to share it with doesn't have a CardBoard account. You can do that really easy. You can give them a view perspective of your board by clicking the collaborators icon up here and then share link. And here you'll get a link that you can paste into an email or Slack or any other collaboration tool that you're using. Let's go ahead and hit copy. And now I can give that to someone and they will be able to click that link, come to your board and view it in a view-only fashion. So it's a great way to share content with everybody on your team, and it doesn't require a CardBoard account. Another feature that we just recently added is the ability to @ someone in the discussion panel down here. So if I type @ I can type myself. Are we doing this card or not? I can hit comment. And what that's going to do is send me an email notification with the card comment right there. And it'll give you a link to the board in the email so you can simply click on it and bring up this card. So again, this is a great way to collaborate with people and they'll get an email notification too. Another feature to take advantage of, if you have boards that have a lot of vertical content, you can actually freeze the top row. So that way when you're scrolling, you can see better context of what your epic row is. So to freeze the top row, just simply right click anywhere where there's not a card and then click on freeze top row. Now when I scroll, you can see that I can see the context of my first row as I'm looking through my board. So go ahead and unfreeze it, and we're back to the normal state. And the last feature I want to show you guys today is the ability to quickly create cards. So without using the toolbar, I can just simply double click in an empty spot, and that's going to create a card for me. So yeah, this is a really cool feature to work a little bit faster. Like I said, just double click in a spot where there's no card, and that'll create a card for you. So thank you for attending today. This webinar will be up on our blog relatively soon. I also wanted to let you guys know that we do have a free 30-day trial with all the features provided. You can get a free trial by going to cardboardit.com and signing up there. Thank you for attending today, and start building better products with CardBoard.